Don Bremner, followed by Rainbow Young and Monier Saunders, followed by Brenna Norton. Mr. Bremner.
Yes, I'm Don Bremner. I live in Pasadena. Good evening, Mayor Tornak and council members. On the night when the President is giving his speech and plan on Afghanistan, our longest war, I'd like to touch briefly on a local issue which is probably at least as old, and that's sediment removal at Devil's Gate Dam. When County Flood Control proposed its aggressive sediment removal plan a few years ago, the City of Pasadena back in 2014 adopted the proposal that was presented by its sediment working group. But the county has never budged. They've just brushed that off, and they're still proposing to excavate 2.4 million cubic yards from behind Devil's Gate Dam, with all the impacts to the environment and air quality that would entail. There are many reasons to oppose the county's plan, including the extreme improbability of two major 50-year storms in quick succession that the county warns could cause flooding below the dam. So I suggest that the council do two things. We're in the middle of a 45-day comment period on the changes that the court directed in the county's environmental impact report, and those comments are due on September 7. I propose that the city urge the county to extend that comment period, and I urge that the council agendize this issue for public comment and also to prepare a renewed Pasadena effort to persuade the county that its proposed project is much too aggressive and that it could safely do a much less aggressive program like the one that was proposed by the working group and has been the city's position. Thank you.
Thank you, Don. We, just so you know, the city is planning on submitting comments before the September 7th deadline. And further, the City Council has voted twice already in terms of what our position is, and we will reiterate that position to the county. And I've already had direct conversations with at least one county supervisor on that. So the City Council's position in support of the task force that was appointed has been and will continue to be reiterated with the County of Los Angeles.
Final speaker is Elizabeth Bour.
Hello, thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight. I'm Elizabeth Bour, representing Friends of Hahamongna. It's been a while since I've spoken here. We really appreciate any and all effort this council makes toward reaffirming your position. Your position is clear, it's in line with what the communities want, and we really would like to see the county start listening. When you are, and I'm also pleased to hear that you're going to actually respond by the September 7th deadline. What I'd like to do is encourage you to very carefully read the area on the mitigation measures for the project level biological resources. And when you read that, you will realize that they not only didn't increase their mitigation ratios, but they decreased the vegetation that they would mitigate significantly, and they are not committed to doing it on site. There's a good chance that there will be a large portion, if not all, of the mitigation out of Hahamongna and possibly out of the city limits, somewhere else in the river delta. But the concern we have, of course, is that the biological resources we have in Hahamongna are very unique and support species that won't prevail anywhere else, including in Least Bell's Vireo. So just very carefully look at the language changes related to the vegetation and the habitat that they are going to mitigate, because there's a large section, 51.4 acres, that are now going to be removed without mitigation. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.